Christmas is here. Except this time, it's different from the Christmas in previous years. The coronavirus is still here, and it continues to infect millions of people across the globe. Are we going to be able to celebrate Christmas the traditional way? Or is Christmas canceled this year? There is no doubt it's been a long and exhausting year so far. We can't wait to reunite with our families. Some of us have stayed away from our loved ones pretty much since the beginning of this year. No matter how much we long to see our loved ones, no matter how we celebrate this Christmas, our priority is to keep them safe and well this Christmas. Keep watching to find out how we can get through Christmas safely and still have a happy and merry little Christmas. Tip number 1. Have a virtual Christmas dinner over Zoom. It may be the best option for Grandpa and Grandma. It breaks my heart as I think about how much they miss seeing their little grandchildren this Christmas. But we need to keep our elderly safe. Also, when inviting guests over to your home, consider those in the higher risk categories. The over 60 and those with a history of chronic diseases who may be immunocompromised. Tip number 2. If you are visiting family this Christmas, try to get everyone to wear a mask when gathering indoors. Researchers have found that wearing a mask helps to protect you and others around you. Tip number 3. If you're celebrating indoors, make sure the room is well ventilated. For example, you could open the windows and doors to get a clean supply of air into the room. Studies have shown that a well-ventilated room is key to curbing the spread of the virus in an indoor space. Another option is to have a good air purifier in the room to reduce the amount of virus circulating in the air. Tip number 4. Have the Christmas gathering outside if the weather permits. You could get creative and have a picnic in the garden and open your presents there. Instead of everyone sitting at a dining table, you could perhaps have a light standing buffet Christmas lunch. To spice things up, you could roast chestnuts over an open fire or even turn on the music and have a little dancing session in the garden. Current evidence has shown that the risk of contracting the virus is lower when we are outdoors but not without risk. It's still important that we keep a distance of 2 meters apart. Tip number 5. If you're having relatives or friends over for Christmas, try to keep the number of people small at any one time. It's much easier to maintain social distancing in smaller groups. Ideally, keep the gathering short and sweet. Tip number 6. Ensure the basic COVID protocols are followed at all times to reduce the risk of infection. Wash your hands regularly. Wear face masks when socializing indoors. Practice social distancing with guests from different households. Disinfect high-touch surfaces and objects around your home after the guests have left. Don't share cutleries or eat from the same plate. Use separate bathrooms, if possible. Tip number 7. For those of us who are unable to travel this Christmas, stay in touch with relatives and friends through phone or video chats. Also, if you know anyone who's isolating this Christmas due to health reason or quarantine rules, check in with them to let them know that you're thinking of them. Send them a text message regularly. Pick up the phone and call your loved ones. Or even better, get onto Zoom and say hello on video. Let them know you miss them. Give them hope and the encouragement that they need to get through this Christmas. Hearing from our loved ones helps to boost our moods and stay positive this holiday season. Watch out for signs of depression, anxiety, and distress in your loved ones. The long periods of isolation and separation from families and friends in this pandemic are taking a toll on people's mental health. If you find yourself alone this Christmas, don't despair. It's all right. There are many people across the globe in a similar situation. There are plenty of ways to spend Christmas alone. Watch my next video to find out. Tip number 8. Most importantly, do your best to stay healthy by practicing self-care this holiday season. There isn't a more urgent time to maintain good physical and mental health than this pandemic. Make sure you get enough sleep every night. Lack of sleep not only weakens our immune system, it can also affect our mood, judgment, and decision-making. Do your best to eat healthily and drink moderately. Although it's getting colder this winter, motivate yourself to stay physically active. Keep busy and occupied with a list of activities planned for the day and the upcoming weeks. When our minds are focused on a task, we're less likely to dwell on negative feelings such as feeling lonely and separated from family and friends. And that's it for today. 8 useful tips to help you survive a pandemic Christmas and march into the new year with confidence. Now share this video with your families, friends, and colleagues for a safer Christmas. So, how are you celebrating Christmas this year? Please share your ideas in the comments below. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and click subscribe for more tips to help you live a happy and healthy life. See you in the next video.